What's up everybody, Jordy Skyline here, welcome back to Tomb Raider 2. We're in Wreck of Maria Doria and it's going to be one of the difficult levels to get through, even if you're trying it without using any med packs. Then it's going to be a lot harder, so yeah, got this harpoon guy to deal with. The good thing is we didn't get shot there, so that's good enough. But I know that we'll be taking a lot of damage in this walkthrough. So anyway, we picked up 2 pickups of harpoons, but yeah, I don't know how many we're gonna get because it's gonna be a lot harder trying to go for all kills in this level because it depends on how much harpoons I'm going to get in order to battle 2 sharks and a couple of barracudas as well. Okay, so I just picked up some grenades. We're going to come to this ledge right here and we fall off, turn and do a side jump. Make sure you grab this tile so that way it can minimize your damage. If you fail to, then you will take a lot more. Alright, both the guys are dead. They dropped some automatic ammo from this gun guy. And what do we have? Some grenades and M16 ammo. Awesome. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to find our way into this area. And we want to climb up into this opening that's in the ceiling. Go ahead and light a flare. There's going to be a shotgun guy that's going to come down this long passageway. He's dead. Also, he doesn't drop anything, so let's light another flare because it is very dark in this area. And now there's going to be another shotgun guy that's going to spawn as soon as we get to the end of this corridor. And he's down. Now, both of these guys don't drop anything, so that's unfortunate. We come down here, we get the stone dragon. That's the first secret of the level. Smells a lot of flare again. We're gonna do a movable block puzzle now. What we're going to do is move this box this direction, and then we're going to push it into this corner, and then we're going to push it through that little corridor. Right, my flare is given out. That's fine. Pretty sure you guys can see. Sometimes you'll notice that Laura's still got a flare in her hand, but it is a glitch on purpose. It's another one of them bugs that can happen in these Tomb Raider games. So if you find that as an issue, you can draw any, whether it's the Uzis, the pistols, the automatics, you can draw either one of them out and it will go away. Okay, so now let's push this other box into the corner and push it into the corridor with the other one. the box that was blocking his blue path there, that's the way we're gonna go. Right, so let's pull this one out, and then we'll pull it once more. Right, now the box is in the right spot. We're good to go now. We can actually go through that blue path. I'm also pull out the grenade launcher because there's going to be a wrench guy that's coming down this way. Alright, they all drop stuff, which is pretty good. Got some flares and some M16 ammo. Beautiful. Now what we're going to do is get the pistols ready. There is going to be another gun guy that's going to be up on the top level. Alright, he's down, he's in the right spot. Just don't want him to die through the wall, otherwise it'd have been hard for me to try and get him. So anyway, let's walk through the glass. And you'll see a restroom key right here. Alright, do a jump, avoid the glass that's on the ground, and make our way out of here. We're going to go to the restroom now, and we have to throw the key into there. And as you can see, some of the leaks that are happening in this area, some of the leaks from the ceiling. Throw the restroom key into the hall and it opens up a door and it reveals this button. Now there's the guy across the way. In fact, I'm going to take out my M16 because this thing is going to hopefully destroy it. Alright, he's down. I know I also wanted to conserve my ammunition, but anyway, he's dead now. We're going to press this button. It's going to open up a door back in that large blue room. Now, we're going to press this button again because we want these two doors shut. As you may notice, there is a circuit breaker just around the corner. And that's why we need those doors shut. Okay, so now what we're going to do is make our way back into the large blue room again. And where the guy is dead, he dropped some automatic ammo. So let's pull ourselves up to the second level. Grab this ledge and shimmy over to the left. And now we can pick up the ammunition. Hop onto this opening and we can now find quite a few doors here. This one on the left is a dead end, so it's not worth opening, it's a waste of time. But we do want to turn the wheel on this one and open this one. This is the proper way to go. This is also going to take us en route to a key that we need. Pull this box about twice. Then we gotta push it into the corner, and then we gotta pull it once more and then push it once more into the corner. corner, we can pull this one out, and then we can pull the switch which opens the door up at the top. So let's pull this switch. And now we're going to pull ourselves up. And there is going to be a guy with a wrench that's going to spawn as soon as we get to the end of this corridor. Let's get the Uzis out. Alright, he's dead. He did whack me a bit there, so yeah. Anyway, let's pull this block once. Well, pull it once and then push it towards that lever that we need to pull. But there is also a key right here, which is going to go in one of the doors back in that corridor. Alright, so now that door is opened up, we can go back down this direction. Throw the rusty key into the hole, and we can make our way through. Jolly good. Now what we're going to do is actually pull this guy, pull this block onto this tile, and then we got to pull it onto this one right here, and then we got to push it so that way we can make a bit of a longer pass, because we got to move the other two blocks out of the way so we can get through to the next section of this level. Alright, now that we've moved this block, we can now go through the passageway. Bear in mind, there will be some barrels that are going to be rolling down, so we need to avoid that. Just roll onto this first breakaway tile, and you avoid the first barrel. There is flames down there, and if you fall down there, you will burn yourself and you'll die. So avoid that from happening. Two barrels up there, they will still kill you even when you're on the ledge, so don't let that happen. Once you let them go by, you can come up here and grab the Jade Dragon. Okay, so now we grab the Jade Dragon, we need to make our way over to the next section. There is going to be a shotgun guy that we need to get rid of, so I will try and use the pistols and I'll save the game as well. Alright, he's down. I might as well use a med pack because, yeah. Alright, so let's pull this lever. It's going to open up a door back at the top. And the door is timed, I think. So we just got to pull up onto this raft and come out of this hole. We will be going down there later because we got to pick something up importantly. Let's pull this lever as well. Save the game. Alright, pull this lever right here and it opens up one of the doors leading into the next section. Right, we now got 3 gun guys to deal with. And we're going to use the automatic pistols on the first one. We will use the pistols on the other 2 that are at the bottom. Alright, ease down. Let's get the pistols ready. At the moment, they're down on this side. Alright, someone ended up getting a shot out from me, and that's no fun. Alright, ease down. Let's try and get the other one. Alright, ease on the same level again. Alright, get a lock on him, and now we can shoot him up. Alright, ease down. Brilliant. Now, there is a couple of ways you can get down over there. There's a button somewhere over there that opens up a trapdoor, but it is also timed. But what you can do is find any tile right here, and you can jump back and just hold the action button, but also let go in time so you can fall down into this level. Alright, this guy drops some M16 ammo. Obviously the other guys don't drop anything. And right here is this button. And that's going to drain the water with the raft. Now the reason why I've had to use a large med pack, because if I didn't think about that, I could have died. And to make things worse, I wouldn't have known when I'd have to load my game again. So that's why I had to use a large med pack in order to make sure I stay alive. So anyway, we make it back up from the times trapdoor. We grab the second circuit breaker of the game. And now we gotta make our way down. This is where you're gonna take some damage here. Now that is where I would have died had I not used the large med pack. So yeah, if you know you're not going to survive, make sure you use a med pack if you want to continue your journey. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we might as well light a flare. It's going to be dark in this part, but not in the part that's downstairs. Now we can grab this circuit breaker right here. And we can press this button right here that opens a trapdoor back in that room. Just in case if you forgot to shut these doors, you can go back in the restroom and you can press the button again, and then it'll allow you to go grab the circuit breaker. Okay, so now what we're going to do is make our way down here, back into this large blue room again. And there is a wrench guy somewhere. Anyway, let's run and jump onto this platform right here. And we can grab this third circuit breaker of the game. I think what I'll do is just go back over to this ledge. Just about managed to grab it. I was quite surprised actually, just because of the design of that that little fence. That guy's obviously walking around thinking, when am I going to come down? Alright, fall down. and he's gonna come back. And now he's dead. He drops some harpoon ammo, which is impressive. Now there is going to be a gun guy that's going to come around the corner, so we need to get him shut up. Save the game again. Any minute now. Here we go. Alright, he's down, he drops some Uzi clips. So let's grab that, and then we're going to make our way into the next section. Right, fall into this pool, and we find some harpoons. Normally there would be a small med pack there, but as I've always said before, New Game Plus has made changes to the pickups on the location. Anyway, let's pull this underwater level, and we're going to save the game right here, because this is going to be a very difficult part, because it also depends on the position of the wrench guy, but also how much damage I'm going to take. So let's get the Uzis out. I'm going to use a small med pack. Alright, now they're all dead. All these guys drop stuff. Got some grenades. Got 2 pickups of shotgun shells, I think. Yeah, there you go. And this guy drops Uzi ammo. Beautiful. Now what we're going to do is get to these flames right here and insert the circuit breakers to extinguish all 3 of them. Alright, now that all the circuit breakers are inserted, you gotta pull this block. I might as well do it 3 times, because, you know, I don't always know how to jump onto the ledge that's up at the top there. So let's pull it 3 times, and then we're gonna climb up. Okay. Didn't know that. Alright, now the guy's dead, the wrench guy. We can now pull this lever right here, which is going to raise the things. I don't know how to call them really, but they're raised down. We can start making running jumps over to the other side. If you time them perfectly, you can grab the ledges just fine. Alright, we're going to light a flare. This is a long fall, but there is water down there. You can imagine if there wasn't, we'd have been dead. Okay, so let's come down this way. There's going to be a barracuda. Alright, he's dead. Now what we're going to do is run over to this corner and grab some more harpoons. We've got 36. Now, I think what I will do is shoot the barracudas, or kill the barracudas first. But I will not do the sharks. Just pull out the grenade launcher out. Alright, this guy's poofed up now. He drops some shotgun shells. Alright, come to this corner right here. We'll find 2 pickups of automatic ammo. And now what we're going to do is turn this wheel to open the door. Alright, so it opens the door the other side and is timed. Now the timer is long. But the other thing is, if you look around for too long, it'll shut on you. But now that we made it through, it won't shut. Okay, we picked up some flares, and now we gotta push this box into the corner. And we pull this switch, which is going to open up a trap door at the bottom. Now there is the last secret, the gold dragon, that we do need to grab. Okay, so let's make our way through this direction. I think what I will do first is actually pick up the key. That's going to be very important. Grab this key right here, and now we're going to make our way over to this direction. Now, as you may have known, in 40 Fathoms, one of these sharks took about 20 odd hits to kill, and it is very hard, so I won't be killing the sharks this time around. So anyway, let's pick up this gold dragon. We get 3 large med packs. So let's get the harpoon ready. And we're just going to kill the barracudas only. I want to try and cut these guys out, get some distance. I think the barracudas will probably take maybe 4 or 5 hits this time around. Oh! Whoa, that was close. I thought for a moment I was dead. That was mega close there. Alright, so we're running low on air, so we might as well just leave the barracuda for now. Now let's surface up here. I might as well save the game once more here. Now let's get down. Okay, so all the barracudas are dead. We're not going to deal with the sharks because they will take a lot more hits. So we are not going to deal with them. Okay, now that we're out, we might as well light a flare. It's dark in here. Now let's go through this direction. I've already picked up the automatic clips. And we're going to make our way back into this way. So I can get moving. And throw this cabin key into the hole. Now you can actually try and jump and glitch through that trapdoor, but I'm not going to do that. Alright, so now what we're going to do, after we just pulled the switch, which opens up a trapdoor, and it is also timed, but now that we made it through, it won't shut. So I don't know why I did that, but anyway, we're going to pull this switch right here, and we're going to make our way back this way. Now there is going to be a set of enemies down there, and I'm hoping the harpoon guys are going to be in position. So let's save the game right here. Killed the first gun guy, gotta get this shotgun guy dead now. He nearly shot me. Alright, both of them are down now. I don't think the harpoon guys are in position, and that sucks because, you know, I always wanted to try and kill them from up here. So, yeah, it is going to be quite hard. What if we just come around this side? Now there's a harpoon guy I'm getting the lock on now. That's going to make the job slightly more easier. And the other one. Beautiful. Now they're all dead. We can now... Oh, we don't want to fall off this way. That's bad. Fall off this tile. Fall down here. Lovely shiny tiles, how they remastered this. It's amazing. Okay, these guys both drop stuff. We got... some automatic ammo and some M16 ammo from these guys. So I think that's why they made the changes to New Game Plus. The guys will start dropping ammunition, and when you pick up secrets, it'll just be med packs. Anyway, come into this room, we find some more M16 ammo in the corner. Now what we're gonna do, you see this barrel over here? That's the way to go towards the end of this level. Now be careful of some of the little monsters inside the alcoves. They do a little bit of damage. They're not that threatening, but you know, if they do too much damage, then it'll be a pain, really. So, anyway, let's get the pistols out. Kill these barracudas. Let's try and get them back up here. Oh, and there's one stuck here, which isn't great. I think I've got one dead. I have. Awesome. Try and lure him back here again. Alright, now we got 2 dead, which is good. Right, at the minute, I don't quite know where the other barracuda is. I assume he must be... Oh, and I died. Well, that's extraordinary. Because not only that, it destroys a bit of me work as well. Anyway, guys, I'll see you back at the spot. What's up, guys? I'm almost back at the spot. I've just saved the game after I killed all the guys. And now what we're going to do is get rid of all these barracudas. Alright, got 1 dead already. That was quick. I don't see him again. Mind you though, guys, I did take some damage from the shotgun guy whilst I was trying to battle the harpoon guys, and yeah, I did take quite a lot of damage from the shotgun guy, and it wasn't really nice. So yeah, that's what happened when I was coming back this way. He's stuck. Oh dear. Oh, I was close to dying there, so I'm not going to use a large med pack. Play safe. Alright, there's another one stuck again. Ooh, was him who just passed by. Right, I suppose I could try and use the harpoon gun. Got 21 shots. Get bitten again. Oh well. I'll be fine. Alright, now they're all dead. And I can say that is the end of this level. Alright, took me 38 minutes, although the video may have been a bit longer than that. Got 33 kills, although I couldn't kill the other two sharks because they would take about 20 odd hits to try and die. So I think if you were to save harpoons for this level, then you would have needed about 50 odd shots, maybe between 56 and 59. So but yeah, I didn't know about it, but yeah, there you go. So this is wrecking the Maria Doria of New Game Plus. 33 kills, all 41 pickups, all 3 secrets picked up. So I'll see you guys in living quarters.